Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo and I hope you're having a great day. Today's Minecraft video, we're back on Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version for the latest 1.16 beta. Now today I'm starting today's beta, which is 1.16.100.53 in-game. I've actually set up the same world 2 or 3 times, but this beta is incredibly buggy and crashed on me several times to a point where my world was not able to be reloaded and I had to create a brand new world. So if you are actively playing in betas, make sure you guys are backing up your worlds. Something else I want to mention is, as you guys can see, this week's beta, it's not a big one. Dude, move. You're ruining the intro, cow. Thank you very much. It's not a big beta, but before anybody complains, that's not a bad thing. Now, the past 1 to 2 weeks, we've had a lot of parity changes, but also a lot of bug fixes. We don't really have that much this week, so that means that we could be getting closer to another full release. And talking about a full release, before we go through the beta changes, PlayStation players, you may have noticed that your version has updated to 1.16.40. Don't be alarmed, it's nothing major. Also, something else I want to mention is I really don't see the developers talking much about Minecraft PlayStation 4, the Bedrock version. Again, I feel like it's left in the dark. Nonetheless, Minecraft 1.16.40, PlayStation 4 only. This hotfix is being rolled out to PlayStation 4 to address sign-in issue introduced with the launch of 1.16.20. Crossplay is still compatible with all Bedrock platforms running 1.16.20 or higher. Please continue to engage with us throughout bugs.mojang.com and keep the bug reports coming. We really appreciate your help. Fixed account linking occurring every time the game is launched. So there's been a lot of account issues, and I believe there's main menu issues as well. But PlayStation players, you guys have an update, a full update, not a beta. Getting into this week's beta, the first thing we're checking out today is lava/water textures are now visible after placing slime block or honey block next to or above them. Now, before I show you guys how it's been fixed, let's go to the bug report. So this is the official bug report. This is how it was looking. Basically, the top layer of your lava or water was invisible. Now, I know a lot of people were using this lava trick to find diamonds. So if you were using that method, it's now been patched. Because again, if you have lava lakes, which is usually at level 10, you could just place a whole layer of slime blocks and you were able to find them. But yeah, it's now officially been fixed. Okay, so the next, the way this was working is one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. Now, if we go over here and we place one there, break this, and place this there, as you guys can see, the water texture is perfectly fine. It's not just the honey block this was happening to as well. It was, in fact, the slime block. A really, really simple, strange bug. But yeah, it's now been fixed. You're no longer going to have any issues. So yeah, I guess that's a win-win. But again, not a major beta today. Getting into the next change, end gateway will now correctly calculate distance to center block when searching for an exit position. Now, again, this is just a couple of issues that were reported on the bug tracker to do with traveling back and forth, I believe, via the end gateway. There was also a method, I believe, on obtaining the end gateway, which I think might have been patched. The next one. Plants and crops now grow more consistently when near chunk borders. Again, you might not be able to tell when you're near a chunk border. It's quite hard to tell unless you're using a chunk borders resource pack. On Java, you're easily able to tell via the F3 key, but for the Bedrock community, it's quite hard. So if you notice that your crops weren't growing very well, highly likely you were near a chunk border. Should be fixed in the next version, which it could be 1.16.40 for the rest of the Bedrock version as well. There has been changes to structure blocks. Removed the name field from the structure block 3D export screen. Fixed incorrect chunk position calculation for block changes that occur during structure block preview. And then we have structure loading/saving no longer affects ticking blocks in nearby chunks. Fix the reset button not re-rendering the wireframe of the bounding box. Then we have some technical changes, but before we do that though, /give@p, let's give myself a structure block. The first one we have here, which is removed the name field from the structure block 3D export screen. Now, originally, Structure blocks were not functional in the Bedrock version. If you go back to my very, very old Pocket Edition structure block video, we had something called 3D export, which I believe literally let you export, unless it's linked to this. Let me just test real quick. So I had a little bit of a mess around with it. I'm honestly not quite sure what's changed with this, but the 3D export literally let you transfer it to a website where you were able to physically view your build. To be honest with you, it was quite a pointless one, but yeah. Something's changed there. And then this one is pretty good. I know a lot of map makers like this one. Fixed incorrect position calculation for block changes that could occur during the block preview. I think this is to do with the radius. So if we change this to 20 and we change this to 20. I'm not sure how. That does not need to be 20. We'll go 10 and we'll go 10. Okay, that's starting to collect quite a big chunk there. And we'll do 10 there as well. How far can we set this to? 50? Oh, dude, you can do it pretty big. Structure blocks are incredibly important for map makers. So if you're a map maker, you will really appreciate these changes. And then the rest of them, they're just like really simple bug fixes. And then last but not least, we have technical command changes as well. Feel free to check out the changelog below, but fixed the logic that decides whether or not an entity can be summoned. Now you can summon an entity using the execute command, which this bug disallowed. Fix particles when using animation controllers to play particles and switching to a different state that also plays particles. Now again, guys, not the only disappointing thing we have this week is we didn't get ourselves any parity changes. We're missing quite a few things. Banner waypoints. We're missing banner shields. We're still missing some of these features that were apparently introduced in the aquatic update for Java. So other than parity features, and you've also got the crouching as well, the 1.5 crouching, that is still missing. So other than parity, it is good news, that horse is teleported, that we don't have a lot of fixes. Like I said, expect a brand new update sooner rather than later. Short beta, well, I always promise myself, whether it's a big beta or a small beta, I'll be there covering it. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.